Yeah, yeah. Trapping with my father in the pulpit. Pills, women on this crucifix. My mama either knew it or ignored it. Had a pistol and forgot where I stored it. God's grace that I never met a warden. Gang banging in the suburbs, you misguided. Work in my bedroom trying to hide it. Got a rush when me and the op collided. Why am I so violent? I did it for survival, in the trap reading the Bible. Drug dealers taught me tithing, father preaching revival. Touched the homie, we riding. Before Trump said it was an epidemic, we was pushing pills at prom. White kids stealing from their grandma. Parents married to the ministry. Mama pulling on me, I'm drained, feeling lonely. Loose women consoling me. Ooh. Church taught me key to life, the streets taught me price of a key. He can't read or write, 25K every week. He debt free, but he never at peace. Every time he see me, he tell me stay out these streets. Do that church thing, go at 8 to 5 at least. He a criminal to you, but like a uncle to me. See, his father was a pastor, he could relate to me. Ooh. Fedel.
Coming back with my brother keep telling me. Tryna stay out the way from these felonies. Drinking tea tryna make me about me. Took a walk and came back and went Willie B. I'm so high in the sky. Me and my granddaddy, I just say bye. I went up and went pelican fly. Tryna stay at it, be more precise. Tryna stay at it, know I'm just focused. I just riding around in the local. Riding around and we finally sober. I went hoping we riding the focus. Got the chain on my neck, it's a choker. Got the crush on my chain, it's a choker. Read the Bible, bit hard to stay holy. Ready to tap, man, ain't no on the go. Got a thing on them blessings, been showing me. He be the one that just gave me the coat. Everybody keep saying you the coldest. I gotta keep rapping to meet at my quota. I'm retired when I'm getting older. I'm trying to stay focused. I'm not drinking soda. I'm drinking the water that give it back whole leg. Double back and tell them we left a witness. We the ones in the city. I'm riding down Peachtree. I'm all in the bitty. I'm trying to stay back and get it. They know I'ma get it. I'm being persistent. I gotta keep going get it. They better be coming. They know I'm a witness. I know he coming and get me. Yeah. Coming back with my father keep telling me. Coming back. Trying to stay out the way from these felonies. Drinking tea, tryna make me about me. Took a walk and came back and went Willie B. I'm in the S's with Rays. We sliding all off the page. I told them we gon' stoop. Just left out of the yo with look crazy. They can got that he giving me grace. They can got that he keeping me holy. Every moment I live it be up. Every moment you know it's a race. I just took me a picture in Polaroid. Pray that moment gon' last me forever. Heard they hating on me like they shelling me. Cause I'm living my life doing better. Fighting demons till I beat the devil. Stop them out, I'ma need me a shout. Couple answers that really gon' shoot for me. Couple steady, but please don't influence me. I'm influencing. I had to double back and tell me, help me be sober. Put down on the soda, fella told me, just keep it going, I'm going. Moving like a rotor, dream me like a photo, storing all the photo, dreaming, drinking juice like we just hit a quarter, working for a quarter, in the fourth quarter. Got me feeling good that I coming back with my brother, keep telling me. Trying to stay out the way from these felonies. Wow. Drinking tea, trying to make me about me. Took a walk and came back and went Willie B.
What is up, everybody? How y'all doing? This is Jermaine, Jermaine from That Christian Fam, aka The King's Realm. And we are excited to dive into this situation on tonight, y'all. Man, it's crazy. Y'all saw the thumbnail. So we're going to dive into this whole situation. Now, to be honest and, full disclosure, I want to give the background on this, all right? Because there's a young lady who was actually on a speed dating show, some type of speed dating show or whatever. And so this guy who is a nuclear physicist in the Navy, it's his turn or whatever, and she basically rejects him. And then all right, well, I'm actually going to play the video. I'm going to play the video where she actually rejects this man, and then we're going to go right into this discussion clip with Krew season from their channel or whatever. And so we're going to dissect this whole discussion and everything like that. Now, listen, y'all have to understand, we're not coming for this young lady. We're not. All right. I know that the thumbnail says, oh, she rejected a nuclear physicist, right? Now, we are going to examine some of those choices, right? But these choices are not germane to this young lady, all right? We're going to use this content, all right, to have a broader discussion about women in society in general, modern women in general, specifically Black women, because that is the community that I am a part of. However, modern women can be found in any ethnicity. Y'all already know. I done seen all of them, all right? We're just seem to have a plethora within the community of a darker hue, sadly. But anyways, listen, y'all, without further ado, won't y'all say what's up in the chat? Everybody who's on here, have y'all already commented on the chat? I see G France. What up, brother? How you doing? Well, Desir, right? Grandma Joe, yeah, you got my name right. I appreciate you, sis. Way out on the left coast in Oregon, right? We got our faithful viewer Chelsea up in Detroit, Michigan. All right. Anybody else? I see 7 people on here. I need y'all to chime in. Now, listen, I am maybe later on after I finish this monologue, I am going to drop a link in the chat. If anybody wants to cam up, or you don't even have to necessarily be on camera per se. If you're not comfortable with being on camera, you can simply, just come on just to speak or whatever, and we'll do that. We'll do that. But I'll put that link in the chat towards the end of the monologue so we can go discuss this stuff. But y'all do me a quick favor, because what I have not done, make sure y'all hit that like button. What I have not been doing a good job of is I have not been making sure that I remind y'all to, hey, go tell your family and friends about this channel. Go actually, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share this video with other people. Any of the past videos of ours that you have liked, share that video as well. All right. Dre, what up, cuz? How you doing? Yeah. So anyways, y'all, we're about to get into this video. Again, there's a young lady on the speed dating show or whatever, and then we're going to go into that discussion with Krew season. All right. With Krew season. All right. So let me get this all squared away, because y'all know I'm always struggling with this stuff. But let me get to, okay, wait a minute. No, I don't want to share the system audio. Don't share the system. You know what? Yeah. No, don't share. Okay. Yeah, because for whatever reason, I was getting echoes with this. And so let me move this. For whatever reason, I was getting echoes last time, and I want to make sure. Okay, that's on. All right. Let me go to, I think this is it right here. Yep, that is it. All right, y'all. Heard? No, that's not it. There we go. That's it. But I want to see myself. Dre, you're going to have to help me with this one day, because you're going to have to help me, because I want to see myself. But I can't see myself. Or no, that's not it. All right, man. Y'all, listen, I'm going to just roll with it. I'm going to just have to deal with not seeing myself this entire time. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? All right.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
What
Hi.
you're reading?
Yeah, I was actually reading. I ship out in a few days, so I was just reading The Art of Strategy.
Okay.
Is that military?
Yeah, so actually I'm a nuclear physicist for the Navy.
No.
So I do that in a few days.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
How old are you?
I am 27. I look a little young. I'm not that young.
Yeah, you look young.
So where do you live?
So I'm actually in the Woodlands, Texas right now. Right down there by Houston. I'm about 30 minutes away from Houston.
Texas.
I'm a little close.
Oh, nice. Okay, so tell me a little bit about yourself.
Man, where do I start? I like martial arts a lot. I did a bit of pharmacy back when I was a little bit younger, about 2-3 years ago.
He seems
I got
really nervous,
certified
y'all.
at pharmacy around when I was 17. I didn't really do anything with it. I went to university for a while. I was getting like a business degree. So I have a bachelor's in business. And then I did pharmacy for a little while, for about 3 years, and then got bored. So I was like, let's go see what the military has to offer. Didn't do anything. I did my PICAT about a year ago. Got a 96 on that. It goes up to a 99, got a 96.
Mm-hmm.
They offered me nuclear physics, and I was like, why not? So I went there, and now I ship out in a few days.
Oh, okay, nice. Well, best of luck as you ship out pineapples.
Why?
Because
Hey, listen. I'm not game on this. I don't know what pineapples means. I don't know if this is part of the game show or if that's part of some dating thing. Like, hey, I'm rejecting you. Y'all help me out in the chat. What does pineapples means? I'm assuming pineapples means you're rejected. I don't know because I'm not in dating scene because I am a happily married man of almost 18 years in August. Anyways, without further ado, let's keep it rolling.
he literally didn't tell me any qualities about himself. He's just like, I made a 96 on this. I did this. And I feel like I did that at first too. But however, I need a man with some personality.
You felt that quick? You know you didn't have personality?
Yes, I'm really good at reading people.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm
So wait a minute. So you wait a minute. So you that good at reading people to go ahead and reject the dude who says I'm in the Navy and I am a nuclear physicist. You that good at judging? Hey, somebody doesn't have any personality. That quick in less than 2 minutes, you can make that judgment on somebody, huh? What happened to this new wave of like, don't judge me? What happened to it? It seems like it conveniently comes and goes. It depends on what the situation is, huh? Let me get back into this chat and see what y'all got to say. I think pineapples means rejection too. The show is called Pineapples, I guess. Ding back. What? Come on, listen. Y'all be nice, okay? Be nice. All right. Listen, already Sage Perception down in Louisiana says dingbat. I read him. Seems like he's a good guy. And yeah. And he was handsome. Well, look at you. Already checking him out. Anyways, let's get back into the let's get back into it. Let's go. Thank y'all for bearing with me. Here we go.
I'm interested in hearing your take on this situation. We getting it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, so
Now there's the young lady right there that we just saw who dissed the nuclear physicist. Up here, this group right here is Krew Season. This is their show. This lady here, she is a dating coach, and she, I believe, is like some type of matchmaker or whatever. And she's going to voice her frustrations with our women throughout this video. And then this lady, I don't know who she is, but she seems to have a lot of good things to say. Anyways, let's go.
Oh, for sure. So I think, well, first of all, it has been interesting because I didn't expect for any of that clip to go viral. So I think just hearing everybody's perspective is.
Yeah, this went viral. Sorry, y'all. This went viral. It was actually on Hip Hop World Star. So that whole clip just went on Hip Hop World Star. So yeah.
Very interesting.
World Star Hip Hop.
But I'm going to say this. Just because I passed on him and I said pineapples, it wasn't because I thought he was lame or this. Simply the only reason why I even pineappled him in the first place.
Stop capping.
I wanted him to tell me more about himself because at the end of the day, I'm not only dating your accolades. Like, you know what I mean? Like, again, like I said, I think it's dope that he's a nuclear engineer. And I think it's dope that he's in the military or whatever and all of that stuff. I let him talk because I was waiting for him to be like, yo, I like to do this for fun. Or if I'm going on a date, I'm doing this. And that's simply why I pineappled him. Like, period.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm pretty good at reading body language. She wasn't interested from the jump. She didn't. Man,
Stop capping.
she didn't give this dude the time of day. I'm telling you, she sized that dude up in 10 seconds and said, I ain't having it. She was straight up like,
Not up in here. Not up in here.
anyways, let's go.
It's not because my sense of entitlement, Yancy, because you said that. It's not because my face was just bland because I have resting face. Like, I don't know what else you want me to do. That's just how I look. I just think it's like interesting.
What else do we want you to do? How about not having that resting, that RBF? How about not having that? How about a smile? How about just a great smile? What's wrong with a great smile? I don't know what y'all want me to do. I'm sorry. I know this is not all about her, but trust and believe this is running rampant in the community where chicks be like, well, I don't know. I just have RBF. You don't have, especially, I'm going to be real, especially within our community. You're not afforded that luxury of having RBF. I'm sorry. Because you already know the stereotypes that come along with that. You don't have that. You don't have that privilege of having RBF. And how about just having a smile? What I remember, KS, one of the things that he used to preach all the time is how our women refuse to smile at us and they get offended if we ask them to smile. I don't know what's wrong with a smile, and you're going to have this life coach mention that here in a minute.
Because just because I pineapple him, it automatically turned into, oh, she likes athletes or she wants to talk to a rapper or blah, blah, blah. No, I want to date somebody that is a happy medium, like, period. Like, one, I need a man that I feel like I trust his judgment, who can lead me. I'm not saying that he has to be popping, like, and just speaking from.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry, y'all. She said, I want a man that I trust his judgment. So wait a minute. So you asked the dude, you asked the man a question, and he literally told you what led him to his career. How did you conclude that you can't trust this man's judgment in a matter of what, a minute and a half? Listen.
Stop capping.
I smell a ton of cap already. Stop making excuses. That part is really about her. And there's a lot of women that do that, but this is I'm sorry. In this situation, you know you capping. You talking about you can't trust the man's judgment. He literally just answered your question. All right. And he just kind of led you into what landed him in his career as a nuclear physicist with the Navy. Anyways, let's go.
From experiences, like with me being in Atlanta, I have dated literally all different types of guys. And I would say my personal, I would prefer not to date a rapper or athlete. I don't care if you have a blue check. Like, that's not what it's about. But I do want to be with somebody who I feel like we can go and ride go-karts and do fun shit, because it takes more than just somebody's job to make a relationship work. Like, and if you also kept watching the live, it was actually one guy that I had a dope conversation with him, and he was like still in school. He wasn't established within his career or anything, but I kept talking to him and I thought he was dope because he had more confidence within himself, and his conversation was better.
See, this is that whole swag argument within our community. This is that swag argument. So wait a minute. See, sometimes common sense, what I'm noticing, y'all, the older I get, the more days I walk on this earth, I'm realizing how common sense ain't so common. All right. You passed up the more proven, more established dude with no swag for the non-proven, non-established dude. Why? First of all, if you can't tell, the dude is a little nervous. Y'all seen the dude is a little nervous because he's in front of women. He's on live or whatever. So he may not be used to that. So he's a little nervous. Get a dude a little grace. All right. So it might be a little nervous. All right. But how about you see, y'all, you giving up on people so early? Why come you just can't encourage the dude? You couldn't encourage him and say, oh, listen, y'all, listen. And here's the thing. This is what kills me, because we raise our kids up in the way that they should go. We raise them, to go to good schools, to get good grades. We don't want them to get in trouble. We don't want them involved in the streets. We don't want them watching crazy stuff and all this other stuff. But it seems like for some reason, and I'm not saying this is what she said she wanted, but a lot of times we get a lot of women in our community where they want all of that stuff I just mentioned. They want the guy who, who did good, and is excelling in life, but he needs that real raw street edge to him. Well, if you raise him in that certain environment, where's he gonna get this street edge from? Where's he gonna get it from? Now, by the grace of God, there's a lot of us, including myself, we got some of that, but it wasn't like we did it on purpose. It wasn't like we did it on purpose, but we're telling see, this is the problem within our community. We choose hood dudes over good dudes. I'm not saying that that's what this young lady did, but that speaks volumes to the problem that we see within our community. We choose hood dudes over good dudes all the time. We take the 16% of our community, 16% of men who are deadbeat bums. I'm gonna just keep it a buck, deadbeat bums, and then we reject that 84% to keep messing with the same 16% who are horrible fathers, who are horrible. I don't want to say horrible. Well, sometimes you can come off as a horrible human being or whatever, but just bum dudes. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That 16%. You keep having babies by that 16%. Shout out to Future. That dude just rich, but he that 16% too. But you keep messing with the 16%, and then you look at the 84% and you say, y'all ain't ish. You want to talk about the destruction within the Black community? Look no further than this. This is why cats be like, you know what? I'm going to lead this community. And I, for one, I don't blame them. We just ain't, it just seems like we're not good enough. We could be a nuclear physicist, but it seems like we just ain't good enough. I'm going to go old school real quick. Y'all remember that song? I think what it's called, Just Once, by James Ingram. He says, I did my best, but I guess my best isn't good enough, right? That old 80s song from James Ingram. Yeah, I did my best, but I guess my best ain't good enough. Let's keep rolling.
Like,
can I address the entitlement? Because I think context is everything. And
Yeah.
so
I like what she has to say.
This is really interesting because...
And this is the married woman of the panel. This woman right here, she is the married woman of the panel. I don't know if she is the one on the bottom here, but I definitely know she is.
My content, I never do reaction videos because they are real people. And I always am aware of that. I have actually been in a trending video before and everybody took a clip. So I was actually very careful in what I said. I really had to think twice about coming on because I'm aware these are actual people. So it's important to me that I reiterate what it was that I said. I said a lot of women have a sense of entitlement. I don't know you, so I can't say you have a sense of entitlement. I said, I coach, this is what I do for a living. A lot of women have a sense of entitlement where they come in and it's this attitude. Come perform for me, court jester.
Yeah.
See if you pass the test.
Yeah.
That is what happens, and I actually witnessed this. So when I spoke to the face, I don't know you, but I do read body language. And so a man who sees that, he doesn't know it's a resting bee face. He just sees this look. And this look comes across like, let's see what you got.
See?
So I was not trying to be a mind reader and say what it is. To me, that was a teaching point to show women. It's just like we were saying with men. Nonverbal cues are huge. A lot of guys are nervous, especially if you're cute and you're beautiful. A lot of guys get nervous around women. And so I have to tell women this. You might not realize he's nervous because he's doing a good job of like putting on the confidence. But if you're really pretty, it serves you well to smile. One of my first clients, it was the same thing. She had a serious face. I said, smile. And if you want, put your hand on top of his hand across the table. It lets him know it's okay. You could relax. So no disrespect. I've been defending Black women this whole time. And for me, it was the facial expression. And that's all we had to go on. We had to go off of the short clip that we had. And context is everything. So thank you for letting me.
Yeah, see, I love what she had to say. When you have RBF and you're not smiling, I'm gonna tell y'all what it does. It creates a hostile situation, and the men are tired of having to prove themselves and perform for women. Like like they have to prove themselves at work. They have to prove themselves at school. They have to prove themselves in society as a whole. So when they go on a date and they get in front of you, the last thing they want to do is have to perform. But if you sitting there like that, they feel like, dang, I mean, I'm obligated. You sitting here like this. I mean, it's like, dang, I'm obligated to like, dang, like I once again, just not good enough.
How old are you?
I'm 23. I'll be 24 in September.
See,
okay.
It's wild.
Because like I just feel like you did like, I mean, he did lead with his career because that's what he was confident in. I mean, he was nervous, and you guys were on a platform full of everyone. So I think that he had like word vomit, and it seemed like you just didn't give him a chance to even. It was too short of like pineapples. You didn't give him a chance to really express himself, because being on a platform, like you being confident to get on here, not everybody has that. And a guy like that, like what I'm not saying this is your fault, but this may discourage him from dating Black women because he was embarrassed on a public platform like that. All because he led with his career and his success and that is something that he wants to present to you. And that's probably something he's proud of, to be like, maybe she wants to hear where I'm headed. This is my plan in life. Like, I want to make money and I'm educated. He's presenting you with the things that he's accomplished. So
I think that that's dope. But again, it takes more than just that to date somebody. Like, point blank, period.
That's
I also think
with them, right?
What'd you say?
That's why you go on a date with them, but you like brushed him off before he can even really just kind of finish saying.
I didn't brush him off. I was on it.
See, let me tell y'all right now, this chick, how she's coming out, she gets better, but this is that combative stuff we're talking about. Full of excuses, and you ready with a rebuttal before the other women even finish and saying what they got to say. I felt bad. At first I felt bad for old boy, but the more I watch this, I'm like, bruh, you dodged the bullet, because this chick is
from the streets.
I'm playing the whole thing. Yeah, I'm gonna play the whole thing.
From the streets. From the streets. I get the money. Give me what you got.
I just had to play that for myself because I think it's hilarious. Anyways, let's keep rolling.
A speed dating show.
Okay.
I actually let him talk for a lot more time than what I let other people talk, because I did think he was cute. I did find him attractive.
Oh, let me get into the comments real quick, y'all. Get into the comments. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hold on. I don't know. Chelsea was clapping. I don't know if she's clapping at just yet. Doing what you're doing. Okay. How you doing? Okay. Well, hey, I just want to catch up the comments real quick, y'all. We about to dip. We're about to get right back into it. Just hold up. But hey, she is. That was not for her preference. It is what it is. To each his own. Yeah, it was more than just that preference, though. I'm gonna tell you that. Facts. Look at that up. Because what is glorified in the media? That's true, brother. I respect women's preference, but if wait a minute, that's true, but if it has something to do with swag, then that is a problem. But at the end of the day, you can't have everything. Yeah, that's true. Tool, what up, bro? I'm glad you in here, cuz great to see you, dude. He says, so the nerd was born for her. Figure so. When I was in the Navy and majority nukes, all that. They were into studies. Yep, they were into studies first few years. Then they went into the first command and become more social. Yeah, man. People evolve. People grow. You know what I'm saying? People grow. And you know what? You don't know. Look, the dude could have been a chill dude, but again, it's the environment. I mean, he's on a speed dating show in front of a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So, yes. Okay. Yes. Oh man. Okay. Real quick. So, good point. The pressure for men to perform is serious. Dre, what's up, man? Thank you. The pressure for men to perform is serious. Burnout is inevitable when a woman expects their man to be a performance model, in performance mode all the time. Yeah, burnout is real, bruh. Burnout is real. Yeah, we're only human. Denial, all this. Sage ain't got no. She has no grace for this one. She said this girl is silly. Okay, pretty privileged. Pretty privileged. I don't know why. Pretty privileged. That was first. Never mind. Let me stop. Let me stop. Anyways, let's get back to it.
I intentionally let him keep talking. I allowed him to keep talking because I was waiting for him to be like, I like to do this for fun, or if I'm going on a date. Literally, that's why. So within my body language, you probably saw me because I literally was like this, because just being transparent, being honest, I was testing him. I wanted to see if he was going to come out and add more to him. And I think it was interesting for me too, because I actually was just on another show talking about this because people wanted my perspective on it too. And I think I told him on the other show that I feel like I am somebody who I feel like I have accomplished a lot or whatever, or I've placed a lot of like my self-value, like in what I've accomplished and just like doing pageants and winning pageants and stuff like that. But what I'm learning now about myself is that, yes, that's a part of me, but that's not all of who I am.
I gotta
stop capping.
Like,
stop capping.
He makes. I just want to find somebody I connect with.
Yeah, I mean, I think exactly. I mean, I think like at the end of the day, yes, everyone wants to be with a man that is like financially stable, but I feel like that's like a standard of dating, but it takes more than that just to date somebody.
But Jalea, note what you just said. You said I was testing him. Remember? You said my face might have been like this, I was testing him. That's literally what I was speaking about when I said women come on dates and they sit back, and I'm dramatic because no one's gonna be this dramatic, but their body language is what you got.
I mean, and I understand that.
To get to know each other. And so it's ironic that you were saying you were testing him when that was the whole point that I was making. It didn't feel like two people trying to connect. And we're giving you feedback from how it came across. It didn't feel like two people trying to connect. It felt like that energy. And you just said you were testing him.
And I understand that, and I'm gonna stand on that because at the end of the day, he was on a dating show for me. Like, it was literally.
I'm saying you bristled at the fact that I pointed it out, and then you just said that's what you did. That's all I'm looking for. I'm not saying you have to say you're right or wrong.
I know.
I addressed one issue, and you came on and said that's exactly what I did. Wow. That's the only piece that I'm pointing out. I'm not saying what you did was right or wrong. I'm simply saying you came on saying that I was wrong in what I said, and then 5 minutes into it said that's actually what I was doing. That's all I was pointing out. I just like things to make sense. That's it.
See, let me tell y'all something. Not just her, but just in general in society. There's a lot of y'all. Especially her in this situation. She comes off like that little sister that you can't tell nothing to. That little sister that just won't listen. And before y'all say, oh, she's just 23, let me tell y'all something. There are women out there that are her age, and dare I say even younger, who are open to criticism, who are open to feedback, who are willing to take criticism and do a course correction. And listen, I've said this for a long time. There are women in the church that really want to say something to younger women in love, but are afraid of it because of this stuff right here, this backlash, this attitude, this snapback or whatever. All right, let's take it outside of the church. Ladies, say for instance, you saw a woman in public wearing a bonnet, house shoes, and pajamas in the grocery store, right? And she was cussing the kids out 2 ways from Sunday. Would you be willing to pull her to the side and talk to her in love? Of course you wouldn't. You know why? Because you would be scared for your life to do so. Now, if we're scared to correct our own because our women are just so out of order and so out of control, what makes you think men are going to run to that? These young modern women, and I have to focus on the black women because that's the community that I'm in. Nobody wants to deal with that combative attitude, can't tell them nothing. And if you try to say something, they're ready to fight you like a dude.
I'll smoke a fool.
You won't have a conversation. You can't. You cannot have that conversation. Nobody's running to wife that up. Don't tell me you is, because I know you're not. Now I know, listen, I know some of y'all don't want to hear this, but listen, we are that Christian fam. Some of y'all, some of y'all may not be saved. Y'all on this. We're that Christian fam. Let me go to the scripture real quick. We're going to continue with this clip, but let me go to Proverbs 12:1, the NIV. It says, whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but he who hates correction is stupid. I didn't say that. That's what the Bible say. Proverbs 12:1. Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but he who hates correction is stupid. Proverbs 15:32 says, he who ignores discipline despises himself, meaning you're not harming the person that you're ignoring. You're harming yourself for ignoring the discipline. All right? But whoever heeds correction gains understanding.
Okay, well, I was just saying, yes, I'm telling you, like at the end of the day, they were calling on the show to talk to me. It's not like I was shooting my shot at these guys. So of course, that was literally the game. They call in, you tell me a little bit about yourself. If I'm rocking with it, cool, we have a conversation. Then I'm gonna pineapple you. Like that's literally what it was. So let me ask y'all this. So y'all felt like that just because he did what he did, then I automatically was just supposed to talk to him?
I think it's like I'm a little bit older than you, so like I've been in your situation where like I've dated whatever, and I can tell right off back you were proud of like, oh, I don't care about money because I've done this, I've done that. Like you're one of a million at this time in the mindset. But as you get older, I'm telling you, it's the pool goes down.
I told y'all you're gonna get to those 30s and that good man tree don't exist.
And successful men like that, because men like that get married young. So you're gonna find yourself later. And
yes. I'm sorry, y'all. Listen, men like that get married young. I'm sorry. This is the truth. I said it on my last live. When me and my wife get married, we looked around. We didn't see people who looked like us get married. We saw Maria get married. We saw Becky get married. We saw people from India get married, but wasn't a lot of us. I was 23. My wife was 21, about to turn 22. Wasn't a lot of us get married at that age. Anyways.
Trying to be a Kevin Samuels because I didn't care about his message like that and all the times. But I'm just saying from experience, the men that I didn't pass up some very qualified men. And I look back sometimes, especially when I was single, and I'm like, dang, I didn't, So you're saying that you actually did connect with somebody who's not even established yet. I'm telling you now, you don't know where his plan is or where he's going to end up, if he's going to drop out, if he's going to be successful or whatever. But somebody like that that's already established, and to pass up on that because how you feel about your accomplishments, I'm telling you later, I'm not saying where your life, but there's a lot of women that end up regretting those type of decisions because he seems more stable and you're passing up a stable person over somebody who's still trying to figure out life. And that doesn't make a lot of sense. And that's triggering for a lot of men because a lot of men reach these accomplishments. They go to school and they get these degrees and they still get passed up over dude that's still trying to figure life out. Like you say, you connected with a guy that's still in school and he's not established yet. Like it doesn't matter about that. You literally passed up a scientist. And I'm telling you, within a few years, that a white woman's going to snatch him up quick.
I got to say this too, because it keeps getting glossed over.
Yeah, listen. Did y'all hear what she just said? Did y'all hear what she said? She said, within a few years, a white woman is going to snatch him up. That's what the woman just said. She just said that. This is coming from B. Taylor. She just said, in a few years, a white woman's going to snatch him up. No, I ain't got no problem with that or whatever. But the whole point is, listen, we need to stop skipping over brothers like that. Ladies, y'all need to stop skipping over brothers like that. Our women don't want Carlton Banks. Our women don't want Will Smith. Our women don't even want Russell Wilson. They think he's a square. They think he's a lame. Our women wanted Tupac, and now they can't get enough of Future. And now they can't get enough of Future.
Did he just say what he's saying?
And that's not coming from me. That's coming from a black woman on this panel. Real sisters, y'all know what's up.
So this is a clip that is meant to demonstrate what is seen a lot. And again, like I said, when you have a real person in a clip, it becomes personal for that person because it's them that are being criticized. What we talked about was what was in the clip, and what was in the clip by your own admission was you had a certain mindset, a certain attitude. So for me, as a dating coach, this is literally what I do. This is a perfect example of what men deal with. Men come in, the women act as though they are here. And even though technically you are on a dating show, he is coming on to speak to you. For me, I don't care if I'm the Queen of England. I don't care if I'm running into a janitor. And literally, when I was still in corporate America, I did not treat anyone differently because of my position. So all I'm saying is, for me, it would have been nice to, if you didn't care, because I don't care if you didn't like him. I like what I like. So I'm with you all the way on that. It was what the energy was for me. It felt very dismissive, like, what about, that's what I picked up on. And then I could tell by what you're saying that you were turned off. But I think that there's a grace that we as women can have.
Come on now.
Saying, oh, you know what? I don't really feel a connection, but good luck to you. It's a totally different energy.
Right.
Your energy, even right now, is very combative. It's
Preach.
Maybe I'm the only one who sees it, but it's not an endearing, pleasant energy. And this is what I see as a coach. And it keeps people from having positive experiences in dating. So that's where I'm weighing in. I'm only speaking to the energy. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you date. I don't know anything about your backstory. It was only the energy that you gave to that gentleman on the clip.
Well, I also think at the end of the clip, though, I literally was
What a
like,
fresh
I
rebuttal.
wish you the best at basic training, like and you being shipped off. Like I said that. So I wasn't rude. Like, I mean,
come on, man.
I would have.
Yeah, see, this woman is a whole lie.
Stop capping.
This woman.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
This woman is a whole. I'm right there. She was a whole lie. You may not have been rude, but you were very dismissive, and your countenance was horrible.
Love for him to share more personal information about himself because again,
why didn't you ask it?
I also was on a time limit. Like I'm saying, it's pineapples. Like I was on a
That was my first question.
You can ask him, okay, what do you do?
Hold on, wait. Y'all are talking at the same time. Who's going first?
I said, so you could ask, what do you do for fun? What are some of your interests? You could just ask that instead of just letting them talk. If you had some kind of interest, because you did say it was a speed dating show.
Right.
It's not just.
So I think that's fair. I agree with that. That's fair. But I feel like that wasn't the conversation and what you guys were saying. It literally just turned into, oh, she doesn't want him because he's a scientist, or she's an Instagram girl, or he's probably too good for her. That's what it turned into. That was never the rebuttal of any of you guys' conversation.
Y'all, this is almost over. I'm going to get into the comments. I'm actually going to drop the link in case anybody wants to cam up so we can have a further discussion about this. But yeah, this is almost over. We've got about 6 more minutes or whatever, and we're going to chop it up.
Y'all were discussing this.
Well, before you start talking, your face was just like uninterested.
Yes.
Going off of the clip. And now that you're here, we're clarifying, okay, this is what we meant by this. Even some in the comments, it's like, yeah, we were talking about maybe she didn't like his swag. Maybe he wasn't missing some of that, like compared to the other guy that she may talk to. So we're only going to go off of what we're presenting. We don't know you, but now we're getting to know you. And you said it's not that. It wasn't about how he dressed or how he talked. It was simply because you said that you didn't like what he was saying. So I'm
right.
2 seconds in, your face went.
Hold tight. Real quick.
He about to set it straight.
Even though you didn't came on and you didn't explain yourself, I'm still gonna call cap on it.
Stop capping.
I gotta stand on what I said. I gotta stand on what I said, and this is why. Because I've been interacting with a lot of women in my life. And I could tell when a woman is just not interested. And I think when the video started, just like I said at the beginning of this stream, you was like, okay, let me give him a chance. And then folks open his mouth and start talking. And you're like, nah, nigga corny. That's it. It's called a spade a spade. That's what you was thinking.
That's what I said.
What your face said. And even though you did give him the formalities, because that's all it was, formalities. Let's just call it a spade a spade. I know sarcasm. I'm a master at it. I can hear sarcasm when sarcasm is being laid. Oh, good luck. Oh no, you ain't got a chance. And on top of that, after it was over with, you called them boring.
Yeah.
And that right there told me all I needed to know.
Yep.
Right? Because it confirmed what I thought initially. When he first opened his mouth, he said, nah, this nigga corny. That's not the type of nigga that I date. I'm good. But I'm going to let it play out to be nice. I'm going to let you talk. Let me find a reason to kind of hug, or let me find something I can cling on to get a detour about this situation. But this nigga ain't got no chance because he's corny. And my only grievance with that is that because again, people gonna like who they like. That's just what it is. And you choosing him, that's not my life. But I feel like you should have at least gave son a chance. And what you did was you dismissed him before you even opened. Just like they said, if you were interested in getting to know him, and I'm sure y'all on the time crunch. I done been to, speed and date events before myself. I know how I go. Quick 2 minutes, quick minute and a half, whatever. But we both asking questions. It's both going back and forth. And that happens when you're interested. But when you're not interested, you give him one word answers. Okay, it's time. It ain't time yet. 30 more seconds. So that was the energy that I got from it.
That's all we saying.
And all I'm saying is that you should at least heard him out, because for one, you could tell he was nervous. The nigga was breathing hard right from the intro. Hey guys, my name is remember my name. He was breathing hard right from the gate. So I'm like, okay, folks are nervous. So you could tell he's not used to talking to attractive women. He's not used to nothing like that.
And I feel that I understand what you're saying. I just think my biggest overall thing is I just don't like the fact that it may seem like I want to deal with him because of what he does, because that's not what it was. Like, I even think like what Taylor was saying, like, and just men in general, like, yeah, you gotta have a certain like swag.
You know what? Yeah, she right. She didn't reject the dude for what he does. She more or less rejected him because he didn't have that confidence. He didn't have that swag or whatever. I'm telling you, this mistake is made thousands of times. And then you look over and a dude, just like the young B. Taylor TV said, right here, just like she said, you look over and 6 months later, he was somebody that don't look like you. And then you're going to catch your attitude. Oh, he think he better than he's. No, it ain't that. It's just that when he was in your face, you rejected him. But don't nobody get mad until somebody else said it. Don't nobody get mad about the game till somebody take that ball and go across and play on the court across the street. But they got a good reason for going to go playing on the court across the street, because they were rejected on the court that they were on anyways.
About yourself and a confidence, because I feel like you have to have that. Like, that's what a man is. You know what I mean? If you want a woman to follow, like, and that's what I'm saying. Again, 115%. It's not because I'm like, oh, he's lame because he's an engineer. I'm not a scientist. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm sorry. I'm finna interrupt again. She talking about, this is what a man is. So she knows what okay. But does she give off that Proverbs 31 chick? Does she give off that type of feeling? That feeling at all? Does she seem like somebody that's ready to follow? Does she? Yeah, y'all let me know in the chat, and I'm about to click over here in the comments here in a minute. But she don't even act like a woman. Not on this video. Now, I got to give her credit. She did mellow out a little later on in the video or whatever. But what she portrayed, that's her natural default. That's her natural default.
That's dope. Like, but it was just, I think for me more so, it was just like the confidence thing.
So you know what's wild though is that sometimes like some dudes, especially like on the intro, some dudes may actually be leaders, some dudes may actually have confidence, but they just bad initially. They nervous. Yeah. It's on a public platform. I'm sure it was thousands of people watching. Folks been probably waiting. He been watching dudes go up there and get dismissed, just like you say. You know what I'm saying? So he probably just had to get his bearings together. But 2 minutes is just not a lot of time if we just gonna keep it G.
And I get that. Maybe if we were in a different environment, it would have panned out differently. But like, I also
go get him. You still have a chance.
I also think
may not have a chance.
Yeah, but I also think like the facts are facts. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it was. I acknowledge the whole like body language situation. I gotta have somebody. I don't even say put me in my place because that sounds bad, but like I gotta have somebody. I gotta have somebody that I can follow. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, like, especially with independent women, and this is bad, this is horrible, and I think more so now, like in this day and age. But I think sometimes, like for me, I'm like, if you're not gonna be a man, then I might as well just be by myself.
You want a man who you cannot push around.
Yes, right. But he also needs to be kind, loving, compassionate, caring, faithful, honest, and all those things. Like,
you don't become a soundbite.
Frankenstein.
Men hate it when women say, I want a guy who can handle me, and it's that's not the same thing.
No, because you don't want a woman that you gotta handle. No dude wants to come home to anybody who they have to handle. You don't want to have to handle a woman. That's just not good. Like she just said. I like what Yancey has to say. She seems to be good at what she does.
The man needs to be firm, and sometimes we can be wrong. Sometimes we can be mistaken. And I can't tell you how many times I told my husband, "Oh my God, thank you for saying no to me." Not be rude to me, but he was like, "What we're not gonna do is," and he led very authoritatively. And when a man has authority while being kind, ooh, honey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like,
so you're looking.
And
for,
I see my parents. I'm sorry.
I think a lot of people were upset when you called him boring, and they're like, a scientist boring? Like, he's bringing security. He's bringing a future to you, a successful future at that. And so you're 23. So now I can really understand where your mindset is, because I didn't mature until I was 25, like 25, 26, 27. You know, so I can understand you're like, oh, well, that's boring. Like, he's boring. But girl, when you get older, you're going to like boring. You're going to like...
Boring is great. Boring is great.
Off on my age, because that's not what I said. I think it's dope. I need security, but I also need a happy medium. That's what I said. It's not the fact.
You're not gonna find all in one. That's really rare to find.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's it, y'all. That's it. That's all. So that's what we got. But there we go. Yeah, y'all. Yeah. So listen, I'm about to drop this link in the chat just in case anybody want to cam up, and I'm actually going to catch up with these comments, man. Let me know what y'all thought about. Let me know what y'all thought about the whole situation. Grace is greatness. Thanks for the super chat, my brother. Appreciate it, man. He says, "Wow, I just woke up from sleeping, and I just well." Wow. Just hearing it. Then maybe I'm I don't care. I don't care. I will be who Christ called me to be. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'll be a square. I'll be whoever Christ called me to be. If that's boring. Let me tell y'all something. A lot of my friends, man, there was a lot of people that I grew up with. There's some people that, were actually about that life, and sadly, some of them are not here anymore because they would die by gun violence. I've had 13 people that I know killed by gun violence, 8 of which were family members. And yo, man, I'm just telling y'all, boring is good. Boring is it sounds good to live that fast life, or just live that I need a hood. That sounds great. But I'm telling you, having a nice little boring life, that is so overrated. It is so overrated. Let me catch up with the chat. I dropped the link in the chat. So if anybody wants to come up, y'all can. But I need to catch up with these comments because y'all, man, I know y'all got a lot to say. Yeah, Chelsea, who was preaching? Who was preaching? Which one? You talking about the Yancey was preaching? Yeah. Yeah, I think you talking about Yancey. Yancey was preaching. She was doing the thing. Let me look. Okay. I want to catch up with all the comments real quick. She said I wasn't that silly, 23. Boy, Sage Perception is going in. Okay, silly girl, denial, pretty privilege. Shut up, girl, and listen. Right. That's what I'm saying. And listen, y'all, for y'all that don't know, I think Chelsea, didn't you just turn 25 or did you turn 26? I forget. Anyways, yeah, and so she seems to have a good head on her shoulders, and yeah, you don't have to be like 50 to mature. All right, Chelsea's like, shut up, girl, and listen. All right, let's what is say? But he did talk a lot though about his accomplishments. He should give some room for what he doing, his hobbies. You live to learn. Yeah, that's true, but I like what Odu from Krew Season said. A lot of times, and I don't think I put that in it, but I'll try to put the link to the whole discussion in the chat or in the on this video or whatever. But let me tell y'all, a lot of times men lead with the accomplishments because that's what women respect. They respect stability. They respect the fact that you have a job, a JLB. That's the main thing that women want to know about. All right. And so that's why he led with that. But he was just talking about what he does. And that was, and the reason why he led with that is because that's his world right now. That's what he was consumed with. You know, he was in pharmaceuticals for a minute. And you know, he's in the Navy now. He said, hey, what's going on? I'm about to ship out. Why am I shipping out? Because this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, KS said women like her are. Oh, listen, he said women like her are going to die alone. Be humble.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Come on now. Come on. Well, I'll fix this thing. What does it say? What does it say? Okay. Said not the KS thing. Ladies need to test guys, but y'all testing guys in all the wrong ways. Ooh. Amen. That's a bar right there. That's a bar right there. That's a bar. Test them in all the wrong ways. Sage Perception says, I wasn't that silly at 23. I promise she is going to be like this at 33. Yeah. I can see that too. It seems like people like that, like they never learn. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Wish she had been kinder. Yeah. Sure, we all do. How about that? We all do. Sage Perception. Someone best tell her she's picking in 2 years. She's picking in 2 years. I think that's okay to say. You check that out, Mike's. Oh shoot. Hold on. I'm gonna look here. Safe Perception. So I agree with you on that, but balance has to be involved. I used to talk too much and have to learn that. But hey, people were different. But okay, cool. Preach, brother. Hey, what's up, Life on Leo? How you doing? Dinah, how you doing, sis? Thank you for the reminder. I totally forgot I will visit their church soon. I don't know what you're talking about with that, but what up? How you doing, Dinah? Great to see you. Hope you all is well with you. Bring on the scripture. Amen. Good evening. Okay. What does that? Ain't no way she is 23 in 2 years. 20. KS had weird complaints. All right. Oh, always. Look, it's gone now. And Jay with the ice cold drink is not wow. Brother, it's cold drinks. Amen. Someone will snatch him up. Yeah, I'm telling you. Listen, you go ahead and just skip up the guy with no swag. Skip him up. Just skip up. Go ahead. Somebody gonna take him. And it will be in our community, we really bad about that. If they're not black or they're not Latina, and if they something else other than black or Latina, we get the attitude so quick. But that same dude, you skipped him up like last year, couple times. Let me. But you preaching, Sage. You preaching. It's downhill. Wait a minute. It's downhill for sisters after 25. That is what Kia said. Oh gosh, nah, not 25. Not 25. Yeah, y'all. Thank you, Dinah. You know, she's the moderator in the chat too. Hit that like button. Please don't forget to hit that like button. She preaching KS didn't buy life insurance. He didn't have most of the answers. Okay. Wow. Amen. Subscribe and hit that. Amen. Notification bells too. Thank you. Sean, what up, bro? He said, whoa, he went in. He said, wait a minute. When the white woman gets him, then she gonna be mad that he went to the other side. Oh, listen, forget about the accountability of that part. Hey man, I'm telling you, it's true. Humility is everything. Yeah. She didn't seem very humble. She really didn't. Those won't keep you safe. Preach. Come on, preach. What did it say? Sage. What'd you say, Sage? She was putting on lip gloss while the other one. I told you, you can't tell them nothing. She was laughing towards the end. I didn't play, but she was laughing, hee hee ha ha. But trust me, what the women said went through. It seemed like went through one ear and out the other. Yeah, that's all you can say is low, right? Yeah, that's it. What you say? And the problem is you don't threaten the woman because she passed, and so show their true colors. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, women in the chat, are you quick to scoop up people and say, would you even, talk to somebody who's your peer? Like if you're 25 and you see another person that's around your age and they're doing what I said in the supermarket, the grocery store, got the bonnet flip flops, bonnet and house shoes and the pajamas on, they cussing out their kids like they ain't lost their mind. Would you be willing to pull them to the side, for correction or just to have a nice little loving word? Y'all let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. I'm actually gonna drop this link just in case anybody wants to cam up. I want to get through these comments, y'all, because y'all went in. Y'all went in. Hey, what up? How you doing, Latanya? Care for the Soul Ministry is done. When you said you were still gambling. Wait a minute, hold on. Somebody said something about some gambling. Wait a minute, hold on. Wait. Let me make sure. Because, this chat, after you get behind so long, man, it starts to jump a little bit. Hold on. Dang, I lost my part. Okay, video game. Oh, gaming. Okay, I thought you were talking about gambling at first. Okay, I thought he meant gaming in the, okay, video games. Okay, Cure for the Soul. All right, I'm sorry, I joined up. Okay, this thing just jumped. I'm sorry. I don't reach out to men, but hey, but he is great quality. Man, listen, I'm sorry, y'all. This thing keeps. Okay, there we go. Down in reviews. Yeah, healing different kind of game. Hollering at 3 or 4 ladies at the same time, Chelsea. Okay. Let me look here. Me and my happily married black wife who's a woman of God. My boring self. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what's up. My boring self. Yeah, just be boring. Not don't get me wrong. I mean, you do some stuff here and there, but for the most part, it's pretty predictable and it's pretty boring. And guess what? It's pretty stable. And honestly, a lot of us who come from dysfunction, we don't even know what stability looks like. Act like we're allergic to it. Listen, child. Green, care for the soul, greetings, whatever. Yeah, gracious. Yeah, Dynam reviews. When you said you were still gaming. Okay, look, man, I ain't getting. What's up, gracious? One black woman loves my boring self. As a black woman, I only dated nerds. Ooh, let me get into this. As a black woman, I only dated nerds. Unfortunately, from my experience, all they talked about is their achievements and degrees. My ex was so arrogant. When I will correct him, he was very defensive. Yeah, man. Well, I mean, there has to be a balance too, because I mean, honestly, I know some people who are who are nerds, and they're humble. They're cool. You know what I'm saying? I know some just like that. Gracious greatness. What up? What you got to say, Cuz? He says, in my honest opinion, I think part of the reason why black men might not marry black women at high numbers when still young is because we have to go from fight or flight survival mode, getting stability ASAP to be continued. That's true. That is a good point. That's part of it, man. That's part of it, bro. I'm gonna tell you that. That is part of it. But honestly, a lot of it here in the Western United States, here in the Western Hemisphere, or the United States. I'll put it that way because I think y'all are still. Anyways, it's the attitude for us. It's the attitude. What has it got to say? Hold on, done reviews. My dad has never picked up a video game. Man, y'all on this video game stuff. Yeah, hold on. That is very true. Achievements for some, it's all they talk about. Yeah, achievements are crazy. Um, wait a minute. Future is deciding while spending millions on child support and not being responsible. Facts. Facts. Oh, wow. Right. Toxic and okay, wait a minute. Right. Toxic is attractive to modern women. Yes. Preach. Preach. What is it? Gracious greatness. Continuation. Black folk worldwide face a catalog of different issues which don't help us to establish the most balanced and well-rounded lives. I think this is why we're partly lacking. Yeah, that is true. That's true. So y'all listen, I hope y'all got something out of this live. I just wanted to talk about this because it seemed like this was kind of right up my alley. I saw this come across and I was like, what? You know, she did well or whatever. So shout out to Krew season or whatever. They had her on and they kind of explained, you know, whatever. And after this live, I'll try to drop the clip or the full video so y'all can watch it in its totality. But if don't nobody else want to jump on here, I'm going to sign off. But hold on, y'all are still commenting. Wait a minute, y'all are still commenting. I leave the toxic with the toxic. I don't want to look like the deformed dude who got ran over. Who got ran over in RoboCop? Come on, man. Come on. Oh, you too funny. You too funny. Enjoyed the chat. Yeah, the chat seemed like it was popping. It does have a lot to do with demographics. I was born in the Bronx, and many women there love roughnecks. I'm telling you, that Christian fam, if you talk about getting out of New York, they don't want to hear it. No, of course they don't. Man, I met some cats from New York too, and they was like, man, I just love the concrete jungle. And honestly, after they got out of New York and saw something different, they was like, you know what? This is pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, nobody trying to stay up in no concrete jungle, man. Tripping. I go there to visit, never to live. Never. And I'll say never with a capital N. Oh, what'd you say? Nice guys don't survive with women who behave rough with themselves. Come on now. And nice guys always finish last. Look no further than what our community has to say when they look at Russell Wilson and they look at Future. Who do they put high on that totem pole? Lord, please deliver brothers and sisters from toxicity. Amen. I will never go back. Never. Never. I know, right? Never. Shoot, it's expensive too. And it's cold. Like, man, listen, come on. What did it say? Hey, Jermaine, Donna wanted to know if Nikki can guide these women who need help on a future panel. That's a very good point. All right. Well, I think Nicole's watching anyway. So, hey, listen, there y'all go. Nikki, you got folks asking about you. And so, yeah, so I think that it'd be dope. That'll be something dope for us to do. You know what I'm saying? And so now that, you know, school is, well, you know, her, you know, with her being an educator or whatever, and her being able to have some free time here in about another week or so, you know, I think we can make that happen. What you got to say? What'd you say? Have a panel with these women. Okay. All right. Yeah. What women? Yeah, I think that'd be dope. Living in an urban jungle tends to give us an mindset. I see similar when I look at brothers who live in urban. Yeah, very similar over there. Yeah, that's a very good point. Very good point. Yeah, women need mentors. Shoot, men needs mentors too. Shoot, I know. I praise God for having some mentors in my life now. Me too. I want in on this. You want in on what? What you talking about? That was going on. What are you talking about? You want in on what? What you talking about? What do you want in on? Let me know. I don't know what you're talking about. In on what? Y'all, listen, gracious greatness. Thank you for the super chat, my brother. As always, I really do appreciate that. Listen, y'all. What are you talking about? Me too. What? In on what? They be killing each other. Hold on, they be killing each other and trapping over here too, using knives instead of popping. It's so sad. Yeah, man, it's wild. It's wild. That's really too bad. A panel he maybe. Well, you know, yeah. So, do you think old girl will come to your live? Who? What? Who's old girl? Old girl? Who? I think once in on a live discussion. I think old girl. I would love to have some type of discussion or whatever. So hit me up. Y'all see my email address right here, right on across the screen, right there. That Christian Fam at youtube.com. Yeah. So check that out. But anyways, y'all, from the video. Oh no, I don't know. You know what? Maybe are you talking about Yancy? Maybe her. You know, who knows? I may try to reach out to her if I can. If I can find her contact information, I will reach out. Definitely have a panel about this. But y'all, listen, it has been real. I look forward to diving into another topic next week or maybe later on this week or who knows. But y'all, listen, thank y'all for joining me for another live. This has been real. Again, we need to make sure that we're getting back. The solution to all of this is getting back to what God's original intention was for our lives. All right. Getting back to what the word says about us and what we should be, how we should be conducting ourselves as men and women in the faith. But y'all, we want to have Nikki talk to a girl. We want to have Nikki talk to the girl who was privileged. Okay. I want to hear from the guy too. Oh, awesome. Okay, y'all. But yeah, listen, thank y'all for watching. I hope. Well, y'all are coming. Looking forward to live. Chelsea's live. Awesome. All right, y'all. Listen, this has been. I appreciate y'all for watching and rocking with us for another live. I know somebody's always going to get offended by something, somehow, some way, about something I had to say. But listen, here's what I had to say. I really appreciate everybody who's been rocking with us. I really do. I appreciate all of the subscribers, all the people who are showing us love, all the people who moderate in the chat like Dinah Reviews. And everything like that. I really do appreciate it. But listen, y'all, I'm about to dip up off her. I love each and every last one of y'all. Looking forward to whatever the Lord has in store for us later this week or next week. And until we talk again, y'all, again, somehow, some way, somebody's going to find a way to get offended by what I say. But here's what I got to say to all of that. To all the trolls or anybody else. If you're offended, I really don't care.
They could take away the fame. They could take away the fame. I don't do this for the likes. Gotta put your love it all and edify Christ. Yeah, Lord, you've been so good to me. I know I don't deserve it. Many times I could have died. I was so close to murder. Drowning in a double. I was trying to run it. Money was my idol. No, I never knew this type of love.